Welcome back to the Brew Crew podcast, everyone. This is episode 299, the last episode.
No, don't say that.
Before the next one.
Before the next one.
The last episode in the 200s.
Steph started commenting like 2 days ago. Sorry,
yeah,
Steph,
I saw those.
Took me a little while to get to it. I don't get prompted. I don't. It goes to my wrong folder. But I was on the road this weekend, so.
Yeah, I was looking at those. I forgot to reply, so I need to rethink of what he said because there was something I needed to reply to.
There definitely was.
Yeah.
I replied to one this morning.
All right, cool.
I did.
Thanks.
I wish I would.
Tag team. We got to tag team that stuff.
Beer related. JT. JT just knew there was something coming. JT, don't smell it, just drink it. It's not gross.
I don't like the way that starts.
No. It's
don't
not.
Smell it, just drink it.
Don't smell it, just drink it because smelling it's going to give it away.
Okay.
Yeah. See, like I can already smell it. It's good. I will drink it after you're done with it. It's not like a gimmick or anything like that. It's just you need to. I had my eyes opened to something. So it's just a water bottle.
It's a water bottle.
Water base. Right? Okay.
Yeah.
So I was turned on. This is beer related. This is probably the best water additive ever.
Oh, that's a water additive.
This is Dad's old fashioned root beer. It's just
I was gonna say it's sassafras.
Sugar free. It is literally the best water additive.
That is
I've
good.
had
That's
hundreds
water.
of them. I've got more boxes upstairs. I just didn't want to
water.
put
Holy
the
crap.
box in my spot. I just bought it.
Go ahead.
I bought it on Saturday night after I had a little bit of that refreshment, and again, best water additive of all time. And I'm parched.
There's a trick it's playing on you when you inhale.
Because it's not carbonated.
You feel carbonation. But you inhale and you're like you smell the root beer. Dang, Dad's. Do they even make this as a liquid anymore?
They do, but it's very Midwest. You could only ever get Dad's.
Yeah, very Midwest.
Again, I couldn't put. I got a box for you upstairs of it. It's the best water additive ever that I've ever had.
That's really good.
Dad's. It's beer related. Dad's root beer. Go on Amazon. It's like 60 packets for like $10 or something.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's amazing.
Cool.
And it's sugar free, and there's not a lot of powder. It's not overly.
I'll have it on my way home.
They suggest in a 40-ounce Nalgene. So my buddy gave me one. I filled it up, Nalgene. I drank it halfway through. I went and refilled it. So we're at 60 ounces right now. It still tasted just as good as that.
Wow.
So it's like persistent.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Strong. But anyways, that I had to get that out of the way.
That's amazing stuff.
Before we go too far. Advent calendar, 2024, year 4. Please let us know by October 25th, Friday, October 5th, if you're going to, because it's October 7th now, so you have math in public, 17 days-ish.
18?
Yep. 3 weeks from Friday.
Minus today, so yeah, 17.
3 weeks from Friday. Please let us know if you intend to get an Advent calendar, and we'll figure out payment and stuff if you can't make it. And then we're going to build it on the 8th of November, 11 o'clock, the Barrel House.
The Barrel House.
Dayton, Ohio, 3rd Street, 3rd Avenue, 3rd Street. Please be there. Pizza and surprises.
Pizza and surprises.
Pizza and surprises.
That sounds awesome.
Maybe surprise pizza.
Ooh.
Maybe we just order a pizza that says...
Did you guys settle on a place?
Nah, we haven't talked anymore because I've been out of town.
Yeah.
But again, let us know. People keep chiming in. Stev has yet to let us know. Stev, I think, is still...
Stev, are you going to do it or what?
Stev, no, we know Stev is. Stev's working the hotlines.
Oh, he's working the hotlines.
He's working the hotlines in the back.
Oh, yeah. Call now.
Call
1-800
the number.
brewcrewpodcast.com/Stev.
Forward slash
Call
Stev.
now.
That's the phone number.
He'll answer the phone. He'll answer. And let him know.
The other beer-related thing, there's on Craft Beer Geeks, there is 6 breweries. I didn't write them down. I should have. 6 breweries just in the last week since we recorded last that are shutting down in the next 2 weeks. Like 6 craft breweries that people in Craft Beer Geeks go to. I think there's like 20,000 people in that Facebook group.
Yeah.
But
that's craft beer. That's not Dayton.
No. That's just craft beer.
Just craft beer. Okay.
United States craft beer.
Yeah.
And none of them...
Dang, 6. All closing down.
None of them are in the Helene...
Oh, wow.
Like
so this is
Asheville.
Business related.
Yeah. I think Broken Sandals is one because they've had like an outpouring of support. The amount of posts I've seen just for that brewery, I know a week doesn't make a brewer, but for a brewery, but
right.
The product that they're selling it's buckets. Yeah. Just
I was gonna ask, like, how many of those are, IPAs with Citra, Centennial, and Creole hops. You know,
That's what people are saying.
Annoying. That's why your brewery might not be successful.
That's what the gray hairs are saying. They're like, stop making IPAs and you'll be successful.
You keep making IPAs.
I don't think it's that.
Keep making it. Make more. Make more beer. They're the business people. I'm not a business person.
Yep.
So
they
can hopefully tie it to some cause and effect. And hopefully it's not that they didn't do enough to branch out. But when I go to Arrow, they have a great selection. I mean, they're very diverse in their selection. But so many breweries are they're distributing their beers that are just like all the others.
Yeah.
You guys stand out. And you'll see that with the beer I bought. These are standout beers.
Wow. Just an alley-oop to yourself.
Yeah.
That's like off the back.
But you
slam dunk competition.
When's the last time we bought a straight-up IPA for the podcast? It's got to be a while.
6 days ago. I don't know.
It's got to be at least 20 episodes since
we've
done just a straight-up IPA with your standard hops.
Dippa there.
If anything, it had some, like Nightmare, I think we had an IPA, it had like rice in it or some shit.
Rainbow Smiles, that was a really good one.
Yeah, I mean, there's something that you got to differentiate yourself. I would say everywhere needs an IPA in-house.
Yeah.
If you're going to distribute, make the first few your best, most interesting beers. That way, people remember you.
I had a couple of retirement functions this last weekend so work and then go to retirement functions. And everyone, because retirement, older, like swill, like one had Northeast, the other one had like all you could drink Mickelden Light, which is preferred. But that was the other comment I wrote down. I just had so much swill beer I'm ready for something crafty.
You're gonna get some craft today.
I was swilled out. But then I felt good. I wasn't sluggish because I had to get up, and work all through the weekend or whatever. So I was ready for the day. Like I could go to bed a little bit later past my bedtime and I was good to go.
Yeah. Good.
Because you can get swilled out.
Yeah, you can get swilled out. I was that was an interesting sound. I thought that was an alarm.
Oh, it is. It's my garage.
Okay.
Someone's trying to get in.
Dang.
Yeah. Should silence my phone.
Do you need to stop that? Is there a intrusion going on?
Yeah.
I was out and about this weekend. Went out to dinner with the wife. We had Indian food, and for the first time...
Where'd you go for Indian food?
Actually, I don't remember the name of it because we were just coming home from Guitar Center, and it was in Centerville, like on the way home from the Dayton Mall.
There's a Guitar Center local. I thought
at the Dayton Mall.
Yeah. Oh, I thought the closest one would be like Cincinnati.
Nope, Dayton Mall, and it's just, the stories are true. Going to Guitar Center sucks today in these days.
People just playing Stairway to Heaven?
No, it's just the drum section in particular. It's like feels like it's someone's garage sale, but it's unattended. Like no one's gonna help you. But I just needed some drum sets.
Are they just checked out? Like,
I guess. Or their service. I don't think they hire for the drum section.
Oh,
I think they hire for what they know sells guitars and
amps.
Now a lot of DJ equipment.
Okay.
Mixing boards.
Ukuleles.
There are some things in the drum section like the loop machines that you would think would have more attention paid to them, but they don't. Mostly.
How about those water glasses that people do, DJ. Like the crystal?
Yeah, there's a little bit of that there.
Those?
Yeah, they sell those, and there's definitely a specialist there for that.
Like tambourine, or is that too close to
Tambourine's
drums?
in the drum section. Okay. That's percussion.
Woodwinds? Could you get a bassoon?
I don't think you can. You can get a keyboard that plays the bassoon as one of its sounds.
With the bassoon buttons. Yeah.
But no, you can't get a bassoon. That I think you need to go to a specialty store for. But yeah, customer service just isn't great at Guitar Center. But we passed by an Indian place. We were actually going to go to this Peruvian place that's on Main Street in Centerville.
Yeah.
But I was underdressed, so we switched gears and went Indian food.
I went to a supper club wearing essentially this. The T-shirt was different and sweats. Mm-hmm. And I go, I feel like I'm underdressed. And he goes, don't. And this is like a $40, $50 place. Yeah. He goes, yeah, don't worry about it. And obviously I wasn't wearing a bandana or whatever. Just had a great, and no one, I did feel, awesome. As somebody that's typically overdressed for situations like that, felt great.
Yeah. Yeah, I was definitely underdressed, and I saw tablecloths on the pictures on Google, so I was like, I don't think we should go here. I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
So we went Indian, sure shit. They had tablecloths on the table, but it was fine.
Those are in the area like Maharaja and Jeet and stuff like that. They all have tablecloths.
Yeah, it's just a thing they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did get some
Culture.
Indian beer, and it was fine.
What was the name of the Indian beer? Do you know?
I have to try to remember.
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
Check your Untappd.
I'll check my Untappd because I checked it in on the other account I have.
Yeah, the other.
That's the secret.
Oh,
account.
that would be a long game.
That
if
would be
you've
a
just
really
been
good
like
long
you've
game.
got like 1,800 beers
That
and
would
it's
be
like
that'd be hilarious.
Instead of JT, it's TJ. Like clean
This
shaven,
whole time.
long hair,
Clean shaven, different picture.
Yeah,
long hair. That hasn't happened ever.
Oh yeah, none of the other stuff, but. So there isn't
the long hair is the part that
there's the TJ.
Everything else is believable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arone Praxton instead of accident prone.
Yeah.
Arone Praxton. Yeah.
Yeah, or prone accident.
Prone accident.
Prone to accidents. Yeah, and then Yellow Springs has a great sour right now. I went to Yellow Springs Brewery, had one beer. It was the sour, and it was awesome. Very sour. That's the key element to it.
Like,
you should try it.
Tighten.
For sure. Very surprising for Yellow Springs. I feel like Yellow Springs has been playing it safe lately.
We're having an office function, my flight at work, and I said I would go to it, and they're like, we're going to go to Young's Dairy, and I immediately regretted it. But we have a foreign guy in our office, and there's apparently a British pub. Have you heard the Queen's Club?
No.
On the other side of Enon.
Have you been to Young's in the past, 5 years?
Yes.
Okay. It's really good now. It used to be kind of like...
I grew up on a dairy farm, so I'm very partial.
Well, yeah, but this is like a dairy farm, for people to come, hit batting cages and stuff. It's not like it used to be very kind of rickety. I feel
run down. They've put a lot of money into it.
It's nice now. They've really put a lot of money into it.
Yeah. Guernseys and Jerseys do make good creamy. We would have a couple of either in our count. Just it raises the higher fat count or. Their milk is 4 to 6% fattier than a Holstein, but you get more production of a Holstein. That's why you have Holsteins as opposed to Guernseys or Jerseys.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Right, and that concludes the dairy segment.
Every conversation I've had about animal farming has been captivating and amazing. There's a guy.
It's better than our animal husbandry.
Yeah.
Talks that we have.
Yeah, for sure. There's a guy who raises cows, who's a dad of the kids on my son's baseball team, so we talk a lot. And he taught me all about the different terms, heifers and whatever all the other terms are.
Steer.
Mm-hmm. And then I talked to somebody at my old job, your current location, that
Arby's
had a pig farm next. His neighbor was a pig farmer.
Yep.
And the stories this guy would tell me were absolutely terrifying.
I believe it. My great uncle was. We had a picnic because my great uncle got the grandson of the world champion, and that was we laid out blankets and everything and welcomed this pig to
the red blanket
right
carpet ride. Yeah,
red blanket carpet ride.
Like a whole new world.
I'm not
like Aladdin.
We're gonna do better than a title that red blanket carpet
red
ride.
Blanket carpet ride. I actually like that title.
Yeah.
But yeah, pig farm. Holy shit. Some scary stuff.
Yeah.
Pigs are crazy.
They'll go right through everything.
Yeah. Chew right through bone. But they eat each other.
They can. I mean, if you have some hogs in there.
Yeah, you got some hogs anywhere.
I'm excited.
Oh man. The only thing I love this cooler. The ice is still just full size and stuff. It hasn't melted at all. But it's hard to open.
Well, that's for a better seal. Grainworks.
Oh yeah. Now the ice is all stuck. So give me a second here, fans.
Thanks for sticking with us.
What? Look at that. Now I gotta get the other one.
We're gonna have to blow it up.
We're gonna have to melt the ice. It's all stuck together. Maybe I'll punch through it. Nope, got it. Look at that. Let me wipe that off for you.
I'm gonna sleeve it. So.
Yeah, but you don't want to sleeve it with the ice in it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
That will grow mold.
What? No. I wash my koozies.
Oh, you do? You wash your koozies?
Yeah.
I actually don't believe you.
Really?
You wash your koozies?
Yeah. You think it's that clean after 12? They've been married 12 years.
Yeah.
Really? You think it's that? Oh yeah, no. I watch.
You
I watch
drinking with dirty hands all the time?
No, I just like the feeling of a clean koozie.
All right, I did not think that you would have ever washed your koozies.
Wow, a lot of times.
This is good conversation. This is beer talk.
A lot of intermittent times, like if I'm walking around on the weekends, there will be 3 things always in my pocket: little girl's socks, dryer sheets, and koozies. Always.
Dryer sheets in your pocket.
Yeah, because I do all the laundry.
Smart.
So I just throw them in my pocket.
Oh, okay. Oh, like the bad ones.
Yeah,
not new ones.
Not new ones. No.
Well, I used to put dryer sheets in my sea bag, like new ones.
Oh yeah.
Just to make it smell better. So we got Grainworks Brewing Company Orange Dreams. No one needs to ask why I bought this beer, but this is actually a wheat ale, and we've had a lot of different orange cream beers. And this, I believe, is the first wheat ale we've had in that style.
Cream of wheat ale.
Cream of wheat ale. Is that what it says?
No, I just...
it says orange and cream wheat ale. But yeah, I like what you did there. It is actually an American wheat ale from Westchester, Ohio. Grainworks. Now, I don't know what my expectations are on this beer. I feel like I do this a lot with... what's the one that starts with the S? In Cincinnati. Very popular. They're very well distributed here in Dayton. I'm drawing a blank, but every time I buy their beer, I'm like, this is going to be great, and it's average.
Ryan Geist, Urban Artifact, Mad Tree, Taft, Moeller.
I'll look it up. Cincinnati.
S?
Yeah, S.
Schlitterbahn.
Yeah, Schlitterbahn. That's the one. Nailed
it.
Let's see. Cincinnati Brewers. I'll just start there and see if I can find it. It's got an S in it for sure. Street Side.
Oh, okay.
Street Side, I see them and they have like these great flavors and stuff, and then I have it and I'm like, this is pretty average. So no offense, Street Side.
I'm expecting average.
I'm expecting average. That's what I am too.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
It's not really primed well. 3, 2, 1.
It's just a stiff one. It didn't have a lot of flex.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Oh yeah. Smells like beer.
Smells like beer. Yeah, I mean, this is what I was expecting out of an orange cream wheat ale. Why did you make it a wheat ale? Make it a cream ale. It's so easy. It's so easy.
Dang it.
Even a Grainworks can do it. I know, right? It has potential. Look at the picture on there. It's just it just looks great. Westchester, Ohio. Yeah, I mean,
are you having a good day?
Not anymore.
Well, you will. The next beer should make up for it, I hope. Never had it, but I hope it does.
Again, beers are like boobs. You either got to see them all and got to have them all. You got to taste them.
Right? You got to taste them all.
This is really filling.
Yeah, it's filling.
So
this is only a 5.4%, I believe.
5.9.
5.9. But yeah, it is filling, so I feel like maybe there's lactose or something in here, just not a lot. Yeah, it contains milk, so that's on there. Grainworks Brewing. Yeah, it's
not the orange.
It kind of stopped conversation, you know.
It's not the orange. I'm at a loss. Are you willing to say the price point?
Wheat.
Are you willing to say the price point?
Yeah, it was reasonable.
Okay, good.
$20, I think, for a 4-pack.
So you're not.
It might actually have been $10 for a 4-pack. Yeah, I think it was 10. I think it was cheap. $10.
Again, this is I would dare anyone to shotgun this. This is a meal. This is like Coors Banquet, but with fruit. It's filling.
It is filling.
And I haven't had anything to eat in a long time. I need a burp too.
Yeah, I know. I need to burp a lot.
Oh, that helps. Sorry, Stacy.
Well, not a whole lot to say about this beer, but I guess we could do the can art.
It's definitely a one-noter. I mean,
there you go. There's the can art. Nice and glistening.
Can you do me a favor? Can you grab me a little glass over there? Yeah, any of them. Just go with what your heart's desire.
My heart desires that one.
I bet there's going to be a massive head on that, even if I didn't try to pour it like an asshole. That's a lot lighter than I thought.
Yeah, way lighter. I thought it was going to look like the picture. Or more orangey creamy. Yeah, I mean, can art is there's a what seems to be like an orange smoothie on the front with some whipped cream on top, bendy straw, and an orange slice on the glass.
I would slushy or I would blend this beer with. I would just go full.
Yeah, go full smoothie sour on this.
Full, not
Smoothie
not
wheat
so,
ale.
but like put some cream in it or whatever. Like make it like
What the fuck happened? Put
like
marshmallow in it.
like a shake or something like that. But no, like if I had the other two beers, I would take my bullet, throw a little bit of milk or whatever like that, throw maybe a little bit more orange juice in it or something like that, and blend it up and treat it like a morning beer.
Oh, okay.
Like
I can
with
see that.
breakfast or whatever, but you'd have to doctor it up a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta amp
I've
it
never
up.
suggested that.
You gotta amp it up. How you probably you haven't. Maybe just extra orange juice, extra whipped cream, and yeah, that'd be good. That's all you need.
It's definitely a morning beer. Like you could easily have this with breakfast.
Yeah, you could.
amped
That
up.
could be.
I mean, it's no taco party. Like let's not get crazy.
No, it's not
because it's
taco
not a
party.
sour, but
You could. This could be a good morning beer, even as is.
this is a good starting base.
Yeah, there's
for
not
something
the
else.
flavor's unintrusive and easy to drink. It's just not. It doesn't. It just lacks the flair that you put on the can. Deceives the mind.
Yeah, you got bamboozled here. You got Jack
we
and the
got
Beans.
bamboozled.
Jack and the Beanstalk with the magic beans. Like, I'm going back and I'm getting my cow back.
This is why breweries don't donate beer to us. This is why they make us pay for it.
I want to pay for it.
We could do the reviews for them, but they know that if they give us a beer like this and we shit on it, it wasn't worth it. But this is one. Orange cream is one of those things that you
have
gotta nail.
opinions.
You gotta nail.
You have opinions.
Well, it's not even about me. It's just everything's moving in that direction. There's tons of beers that are orange cream now, and if you look at like the energy drink section,
Unnatural. Sorry.
every company has an orange creamsicle. So it's like you got to nail it because we have something to reference. Now, if this was like the first time that we've ever heard of this thing, like when we had the orange cream popsicles when we were kids, and then skip ahead a bunch of years, and then we had the Nowhere in Particular orange creamsicle sour. That was probably the first time I'd had an orange cream beer.
Was that number 26?
That was batch 26, yeah.
Batch 26.
Episode 2, though, I believe.
I'd have to go back and do it.
Oh man, that's
It's
so far
definitely
back.
single
It's not
digits.
even the Brew Crew podcast at that point. That blew our minds because it was like the first time I think we'd had something like that, and it was delicious. But if this would have been the first, I think we would have been like, "Wow, there's something there." But that's like, that doesn't pass the test. You got to get through us. We've been through thousands of beers.
Craft beer aside, I don't know, and I don't want to tip my hand too much. I don't know who's buying this.
Well, lots of people are buying it. Who's enjoying
Who's
it?
seeking it out? This is niche.
No one. Who's seeking out orange cream wheat ales, or specifically Grainworks niche beers?
Could you see
Ki-
Chuggalo
kitschy
Dave
beers?
drinking this?
No. I could see Stev trying it. I could see.
That's a fun game idea. Will
Adventurous
Stev enjoy it?
craft beer drinkers would try this beer, like I did. Now this beer is another reason to make the case for mixed 4-packs. If you could mix and match 4-packs, that needs to be done because like now I have 2 more of these. What the fuck am I gonna do with them? You know how many 2s I have at home?
You know what you do. You know what you do with those 2 beers.
I gotta give them away.
Mystery cooler to death.
Yeah, we gotta do that.
That would wreck you. This is like your 4th or 5th beer. You're already full.
Yeah.
This is game. This is.
And I'm eating before Mystery Cooler of Death, so I'm doubly full.
This is checkmate. Off the top rope, I'm gonna go because it's your.
Yeah,
beer.
it's your. Yeah. You go first.
It looks
I
more
did
like
the can,
pineapple
right?
juice. Off the top rope, this is a miss.
This is a miss.
But I like what it's not completely lost. I like
No.
what could be done with it. I've never talked about like dressing up a beer or whatever, but like ice chips or something like that, ice cream or whatever, like it's not beery enough, but it is extremely filling. Like JT's, I don't know. It's got to be like it's like drinking Metamucil for beer. Like it's just so filling. It just expands once
Pepto.
it hits. I love Pepto-Bismol. I'd kill for a Pepto-Bismol beer.
Ooh, there's a thought.
I would. It would be awesome.
Get on that 450.
I like that chalkiness. Off the top rope, this is a 275. It just this would be better. I don't argue this much. Better in a 12-ounce can.
Yeah, 100%.
Less is more.
Less is more. It's too much.
That wheat is. I see where they were going with it. It's just, and it's not the orange. I don't like fake orange. I don't. Yeah, see, like even
I do like how much carbonation there is. That's the
even
one
JT is
redeeming
even
quality of this.
How about this on nitro? Like this needs to
not
stay.
this one.
Don't waste this on nitro.
No. I like that there's a lot of carbonation in this. I think that's the one redeeming quality of this is that there is carbonation, and I think it adds to like there's a deceiving foaminess in this beer because of the carbonation that makes you think like, oh, this is honestly, I think it goes the wrong direction. And this more has like a mimosa style mouthfeel, I guess.
Maybe that's what they were going with.
Yeah, there's no way. Then you would have said it. Mimosas don't have whipped cream in them. Yeah, I mean that score is it's such a good score. That's really where this beer sits is 275, and I'd have to agree with that. 275. It's just it's not a failure of a beer. It's just a failure in its delivery of what you thought you were going to get. It's fine. It's drinkable. It's not a drain pour. It is very filling. There's tons of carbonation. I could taste the cream in there.
I've argued, JT, with life we should start sharing beers. There's been a couple of times like especially when it comes in a bomber.
This next one I'm worried we should share, but
this should have been a shared one. But you don't know until you crack it.
You don't know until you crack it.
Like we would struggle to each have 8 ounces of this.
Yeah. But what I think is the wheat does not detract from the beer, which is a huge positive. So that's good. The orange is there. The creaminess is there. It's just so light that it almost has no like if I wonder if I drank this without knowing what I would guess this beer is. I would think it's probably like a.
They make a super creamy orange dream too.
So that's where they get you. They're like, first hit's free. Now go and buy the.
But the weird thing is online it has it at a 6.259. I guess it's close enough. The community's 3.8 on this.
Wow. I think there's a lot.
And they prefer it. They prefer it in the can versus on draft.
Wow.
Sorry, Stacey.
I'm at 275. I think it's fine. It's a fine beer. It's not a total loss, but it's not a total win either. Next beer has a lot more character. I'm excited about this beer. I actually went in to get the Nightmare beer that I said last time I wouldn't get because we've done Nightmare too much. And then I was like, I saw this beer. And I was like, yeah, let's do this. This is Abomination Brewing. From North Haven, Connecticut. This is, and go ahead and just take a long lunch break because I'm about to read for a while. This is a milkshake style triple India Pale Ale with candy hearts, sprinkles, marshmallows, milk sugar, vanilla bean, strawberry ice cream, and artificial colors. 9.6% from Connecticut.
Connecticut
Jeff. Thanks for the beer. He didn't give it for us. I got it. But thanks anyway.
Letters from Hell.
Yep. It is from North Haven, Connecticut. And the label art is done by Sam Heimer. Love Letters from Hell. And this has candy hearts in it, apparently. And it's a triple IPA, triple milkshake IPA. I mean, there's so much going on here. This is going to be almost impossible to pinpoint all those flavors. This is one of those beers where they put so many flavors in that you can no longer identify any of them.
That's the most amount of beer I've left.
Wow.
Maybe this one.
Oh, yeah. We're like right in line. So here we go. 9.6%. Let's make sure that This is one I was worried we should
that's
share
gonna be prime.
because
I'm ready.
I have to go, do stuff after this, but we'll be all right. You got the mower silencer going on. It is.
This one I got my nail under, and I was like, oh, I can't go too much further.
Mine's not primed as much. All right, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Fucked it up. So here we go. I mean, this beer, it's got a lot going on. He just
IPA on the. You're the smeller. I just go in, but now like the last few weeks you've gotten so much on the. I was like, I gotta do that.
Yeah, there's a lot on the nose, man. It's what they do. It's what the experts tell you to do. I don't know. There's a lot going on here. The breath has a lot. The taste, I don't know if the flavor has as much.
You said Candy Hearts, right?
Yeah, Candy Hearts.
It's like Candy Hearts and the box.
In the box that it
Like
came
if
in.
you smell the box,
Yeah.
that's that.
Yeah,
Not the candy. The box.
That's, I'm glad you said that. Tim Hortons coffee smells like cardboard. Have you ever had Tim Hortons coffee?
No.
It tastes fine, but it smells like cardboard. It's almost unbearable.
Before you go, I've got another gimmick drink for you to take with you. With
Okay, I'll take it.
beer. It'll be upstairs.
I'll
Speaking
take it.
Speaking of coffee,
I'll take 2. Just a joke. I won't.
I dig this, JT.
Love Letters from Hell.
And
I don't know. I can't get anything out of this beer.
this is because it's paired with that. This is gonna do better for me
Oh, sure.
because we had that Grainworks journey, and now we have like the Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
She's gonna be loyal to you.
I don't know. Is it the Rolls Royce?
In comparison, like
In comparison,
yeah.
sure, yeah.
You got like a busted out Datsun, and you're like, oh, I've got a smooth running Honda, but you really appreciate it a lot more when you're like, I just got that Datsun.
It's an Island 9.
It's an Island 9.
You understand that reference?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if you've been to an island, you understand that reference. Maybe not if you've even been to an island. Maybe people just get it. Maybe I'm the one who's an idiot. It's all this other stuff.
Island 99.
Strawberry.
No. It's all chemical. It's all candy. It's all sugared up.
So sugared up.
It's like
India Pale.
you say like strawberry. It tastes like a melted strawberry milkshake that's been watered down. And it smells like the box that the Candy Hearts comes in.
Yeah.
Tastes like it smells.
Have you seen have you had crumble cookies before?
Yeah, one time.
Have you ever seen the video?
I don't get the gimmick either.
Yeah, I don't get the gimmick. But I think just,
I'm so full.
put frosting on it and say it's expensive. I think that's kind of their thing.
You could almost do a side by side on these beers.
Yeah.
How pale? I didn't think it'd be that pale.
That cup was empty?
Yeah.
Oh man. I thought there was beer in it.
I
You
just
drank
finished it.
Oh,
No,
okay. I
I'm-
didn't see it.
I'm
I didn't
beyond-
see it. I was thinking
I'm beyond full.
there's a video of black consumers reviewing crumble cookies. You should look it up if you haven't seen it, and it is actually quite funny. Because every person who reviews the crumble cookie is just like, what the fuck is this shit? It's like undercooked frosting bullshit, and it's like they're just calling it out for what it is, and it's awesome. There's something about this beer that reminded me of that video. I think it's the strawberry.
There's a long-standing debate in my family on cookies, and I need you to chime in because as the sweets and treats
Yeah, I got
brain of this podcast, and no one would argue differently.
No.
What are your opinion? These are your two choices: Chips Ahoy or Chips Ahoy Chewy. Oh wow, really?
Well, I think Chips Ahoy OGs are the best. They're better than the Chewy. The Chewy are good, and when they first came out, I think that the novelty of it was what was great. But no, there's nothing better than like a nice crunchy Chips Ahoy cookie. You like the Chewy ones better?
You and my mother-in-law are the only ones out of like.
No way.
So my in-laws and then the four of us, Chewy cookies are the like.
Chewy cookies are better than, but not in Chips Ahoy. Not
okay.
1-to-1. that compares to Chips Ahoy originals are better than Chips Ahoy Chewy.
So like, okay,
but
so
if you give me like a
homemade
like,
chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah, like a Costco cookie.
Costco
those are
cookie.
nice and gooey and chewy.
So
those are better.
You'd much rather have. I gave you a very specific. You'd much rather have a chewy cookie.
99.9% of the time, a cookie that is crunchy and like hard like a Chips Ahoy cookie is not good. Typically not good.
The only crisp or crunch that I want in any of my food, is potato chips. And
there's way more reasons why you would want crisp and crunch in your food. If you have a fried chicken sandwich, you want crisp and crunch.
Maybe celery. Fried chicken sandwich. That's not very common.
If you have a salad, you want croutons because it adds texture.
Sorry, Stacey.
It adds texture to the salad. That's what the point is of croutons.
I just had a Caesar salad.
You don't need to have them, but croutons do.
But I'm
make
saying
it
like
better.
in my common I'm not very.
You don't want anything crispy
soft
or
pretzels.
crunchy. Let's think about
soft
that.
pretzels are better than hard pretzels.
Hell yeah, soft pretzels are better.
You should go to those 2 pretzel factories, by the way.
I know. I thought about it on the way home last night.
Eat them fresh.
I passed by.
Because you drive right there. I mean, it's a
right
block off your.
I'm trying to think of crispy and crunchy things that are better. I mean, chicken, obviously.
Yeah, well, that's why I said chips. No one wants a soggy chip.
No one wants a soggy chip. No.
Everyone waits an extra 35 seconds to make sure that their
What
milk
about fries?
absorbs.
You want crispy fries?
Oh, you got me there. Fuck.
Yeah, I want crispy fries too. I actually
because there are trash fries. Like
oh hell yeah, there's trash fries.
Just way too greasy.
Yeah, they need to be crispy. I went to lunch today and ordered some tater tots. And I almost thought about asking them for them to be well done.
Where'd you get tater tots?
Roosters.
Oh, okay.
It's got to be lunch. Like if I was going to go to King's Table, I'm going to be there for hours.
Do you go to Roosters often?
No.
Okay. My daughter's selling cards.
I love Roosters. It's the best chicken wing that I've found in Dayton.
I still have never been to Roosters.
Really, you should go. It's better than
too far away.
All the other chicken wings. Now, if you're like keto, then obviously Buffalo Wild Wings is the way to go because the dry rub is 0 carbs. But I don't obviously do keto, so I went to Roosters and their wings have the most meat on them.
We need to talk about weight because I worked out today.
Yeah.
Before this, you're down weight from your peak though. From when we started being friends, you can see.
When we started being friends,
you can see
yeah,
your
probably.
friends,
yeah,
your face and your friends, your friend. You can
My
see
friends.
more of your friends in pictures with you.
Down from my peak, but up from my best shape.
Oh yeah. We all are.
But anyway, I don't do keto right now. Not working out either.
No.
Want to? I burned like 1,600 calories playing drums the other day.
That's fucking incredible.
That's so many calories.
My Guitar
I should
Center.
Just do that every day.
My Guitar Center question for you, and this is beer talk. My Guitar Center, is your drum kit better than what you could buy at Guitar Center today? Would you trade yours for the best Guitar Center in the Dayton area? Would you trade your kit right now if you could just go in there and?
From what I saw most recently, no, probably not. But I have seen better drum sets at that Guitar Center.
Okay.
Like right now, I have a Gresh drum set, and it's a higher end Gresh, but not the highest end.
Are you okay with
the best drum set? I like my personal aspiration for drum sets would be a DW.
And price that out for the Chuggalos.
$3,000 just for the shells, which would be just the drums. You don't get any hardware or anything.
So like any lifts or
any lifts? No.
What's the hardware?
The hardware would be like cymbal stands, bass pedal,
gotcha.
Snare stand. Most times when you buy a high-end drum set, you don't even get the snare drum. You just get the toms and the bass drum. But I think if I were to buy one, I would get the snare drum with it.
How much? Okay, another question.
And you don't get the cymbals with it either.
How many? Like when people do, like how? Because I can run fast, but the world's fastest person is way faster than me. You can drum fast.
I can't drum that fast.
Okay. But there's people out there that are just like...
Oh, yeah, there's people who can do it. Like
tell me, give me numbers.
Like the guy who, I don't know about like
Neil Peart.
Hits per minute. Neil Peart, I don't think he was really known as being the fastest drummer. He was just the most talented. I think that I can't remember. It's like his name is like
Is Drumline
Estefario Siberiano or something like that. He's a YouTuber who
Google
has
that.
this guy's amazing. If you listed like the best drummers I've ever seen, he's definitely on the list. He's fast. He does like not just double stroke rolls, which is like when you bounce the stick, like that's a double stroke roll. The national anthem is a double stroke roll.
Yeah.
He does like 3 or 4 bounces per. It's crazy, and he can play full songs one-handed.
Yeah.
He's just incredible at playing the drums, and his bass drum pedaling is some of the like cleanest I've ever seen.
So give me how many can you do, and what's Siberio Rodriguez?
I mean, I don't know. I could do
200.
He's way over 200.
No, you.
I bet I could do it. It just wouldn't. It would be ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I could. I'm in the 100s. I mean, I'm not trying to play for speed.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a bad comparison. I don't know. You know what? Shocker. I don't know drumming.
What would be a good? How would you compare? I don't know.
Is Whiplash an accurate movie?
Whiplash. I don't think it's accurate. I don't think it's totally accurate, but yeah, Whiplash. It's a tough song. It's definitely a tough song to memorize.
Yeah.
I've never been, and I did learn drums in a traditional band setting. I've never been in a situation where the teacher was like angry over, like an eighth of a beat off. Like there's no, like you can't really hear that he's off.
Yeah.
And when he's like, "Are you early or late?" Like if the drummer doesn't know if he's early or late, then he wasn't early or late.
Is that how Preacher treats you? Like if you fuck up on a lift, he's
he throws chairs at me and stuff. In my head.
He's an angry guy.
That movie's really good, but it's exaggerated. I just don't think that there's a drummer out there who wouldn't know if they were early or late. But in the movie, I don't know. I love it. It's a great movie. Play Until Your Hands Bleed. Here's an example of what happened to me this weekend. Just playing like for 2 hours straight. You get blisters, you get bloody a little bit. That's true. That happens all the time. It's the friction of the sticks, and
you can't tape that.
Yeah, you could tape it, or you could wear gloves. Gloves are kind of like
a faux pas.
Yeah,
I could
like
tell
a Lars Ulrich thing. Yeah,
but yeah, a BMXer.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're the rollerblades. So yeah, they're the rollerblades of drumming.
Now scooters are becoming a thing.
Yeah, scooters have been a thing for a while. There's been like some extreme scooting.
People doing
skate
like
carts and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. There's like some YouTube channels that have crazy things. My nephew showed me that stuff. Anyway.
Is that Chuggalo Bobby's son? Your nephew?
Yeah.
Okay. But your nephew, he's not a wee lad.
No, he's an adult now.
He's a big guy.
Yeah. No, he's not big.
I thought he was like 6'8".
No, he's the opposite. He's like 5'10", maybe.
Okay.
And,
diminutive.
Yeah, and but he scooted for a while when he was a kid.
Chuggalo's sister doesn't bring a lot of height to the
equation. No, she doesn't. No, and he gets his height from her. But yeah, there's some extreme scooting out there. Probably see it in the Olympics soon.
This beer. The best part of this beer is it was paired up with that beer.
Yeah.
And that's why it's going to get the score. On any other day, I think that this beer would be different. But, I'm a creature that can be influenced. That's why political commercials happen, because people can be influenced.
People can be influenced.
Off the top rope, it smells. It's funky. It feels like an unfinished project that they just went to. They came up with the name. It has nothing to do with the name, but they came up with a concept before they finished it out. Like it has a first act, and it's like halfway through the second act, and then it's just a mishmash at the end. That's not like the timing on the drink. It just feels incomplete. Maybe it's going to be the basis for other things. When you started invoking Nightmare. I was like, this is going to be well thought out, well constructed, conceived, conceptualized, everything like that.
I invoked Nightmare because that's what I went to go buy.
Yeah,
and got distracted by this one.
this is a worthy distraction. You haven't done the Canner Boner segment yet.
I haven't, but you
Okay.
can finish. Or you want me to do it first?
I'll do it, and then you'll
right.
you'll just do a fruitful filled one.
Yeah, fruitful filled.
Off the top rope again. Keep in mind it's strange bedfellow on this one. I'm gonna give this one a 3.5. It's just
Yep.
it's the most memorable part is going to be
higher hopes for this game.
how forgettable it is.
There it is. Canner.
What?
Yep. All right. Well, we have a horned skull with many teeth, very sharp teeth. He's got a.
Gotta check this in.
He's got a chain. He's wearing a chain with what do they call the star on the ground with the circle around it?
Pentagram.
Pentagram.
I thought you were trying to say he's off the chain.
He is not. He is on the chain. He has what looks to be like an old 90s neon watch, like a Casio style watch. He's got shoulder pads, which are also skulls with horns, but different types of horns. And then there's a teddy bear in the background. And he's sitting on the bed drafting a love letter, drawing hearts and such, with his hand on his cheek, like this, where he's like,
Contemplative?
I'm in love. He's just like longingly writing this letter.
Oogling.
He's oogling. And he's in bed. His bed's got some color. So it reminds me of the episode of Rick and Morty where they go like Inception into the dreams, and like it's Scary Terry, who's a cartoonish version of Freddy Krueger, but they show him like at home with his wife, and his wife's like nagging him, and he's like, "Oh my god, I know." You know that episode? It's like when you see like the inside of the demon's like personal life.
I want to enjoy that show more than I have an opportunity to watch.
You should enjoy it. It's great.
Candy necklace.
Candy necklace.
It tastes like a candy necklace.
I don't see that, but I could.
You can't see how things taste, JT.
I could see a lot of things. Yeah, Rick and Morty. So like, I often think about that with Friday the 13th. Jason is there.
Wow.
Not Jason. Michael Myers is there. Right, that's Friday the 13th, right? Jason's Friday the 13th. Michael Myers is Halloween. Okay, so let's talk about Halloween. Or Jason, actually. It doesn't really matter because they're both in the real world. Freddy Krueger's in the dream world. So that one makes sense where he could just like go away for a while.
Meanwhile, on the Brew Crew podcast.
Yeah, exactly. But like Friday the 13th and Halloween. So let's talk about Michael Myers. He's there on Halloween or during the Halloween season, but then like, Jamie Lee Curtis's character like wins or whatever, and then like he's gone for a while. Like, what's he doing? Just like making fucking grilled cheese for himself, and like where is this guy? What's he doing? Where is he at? He's just living life, and like they never show you just like
now we're a fucking
like,
episode of Seinfeld.
Michael Myers?
What is it with this Michael
I
Myers?
don't want anything to do with Seinfeld. He's probably gonna get wrapped up in that P Diddy shit anyway. No, I'm just kidding. Not him. I don't think Seinfeld hangs out with P Diddy. But but seriously, like they never show these characters eating and stuff. They always do prequels and sequels, like the origin stories and stuff. But with Michael Myers, they never really did that. They had him as a kid in the Rob Zombie version, if you remember that.
It's a very brutal.
But it's like at some point this guy's got to eat.
Yeah,
He's got to take a shit and stuff. Like
Halloween
his most
seasons
vulnerable. When is he at his most vulnerable? When he's taking a shit.
Halloween season.
Let's watch Mike Myers take a shit. Let's have a movie where he like has to take a shit and someone's chasing him.
Yeah, the newest one was when they go into, they feel like they found him in like the sewer drains or whatever like that. But,
I don't know. That's a Pennywise thing. You can't cross over without Pennywise being there. You're gonna go into the sewer drains. You gotta call it. Gotta call Steven Spielberg or Steven. What's your guy's name? Who wrote the book?
Stephen King.
Too many Stevens. Jeez Louise.
Now you're gonna So do you know trivia for $100?
Trivia for $100.
What was Stephen King's pen name before he?
Oh, I used to know this actually. Before he became Stephen King.
Yeah, well, Stephen King's his real name. You know what state he lives in, right?
I used to.
Yeah, so he's from
Delaware?
Maine.
Maine?
Yeah.
The
But
Maine vein? Drain the
it
Maine
was
vein?
Richard Bachman.
Richard Bachman.
And
Ehrlich Bachman. You know who he is?
Ehrlich Bachman. I that's a show that I'm sad that I waited as long as
Oh, what
I
a
slept
great
on
show.
it.
I wish they would just make more seasons of
I
it.
finished that when I was in Africa.
I've watched it twice now.
It's so good.
It is so good.
Just the character plays on it. But with Stephen King, I'm pissed off. This is something that just makes me fucking irate. Is they're remaking The Running Man. The Running Man was his first book
I didn't know
as
that.
Richard Bachman.
No shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And the guy that's going to play Running Man, Arnold Schwarzenegger, it's probably, outside of Terminator, it's probably my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger. Conan and that one are...
Terminator 1?
No, T2.
T2 is
it's hard to argue.
Good. I'm glad you said that.
They're both... it's pepperoni pizza and sausage.
Where are we at?
With what?
Well, finish what you're saying, and then we'll talk about where we're at with Skynet.
So...
Because we're there.
The thing that gets me is, instead of the Arnold Schwarzenegger, and again, if you read the original story, it would be tough for them to do it the way that with 9/11 and a post 9/11 world, because there's buildings and stuff that are collapsed. There's two things. One, they're replacing Arnold Schwarzenegger with Glenn Powell. You know, Glenn Powell is right from the new Top Gun movie.
Glenn Powell's in the movie with Sydney Sweeney.
Okay, if you don't get, you got to replace Richard Dawson. Richard Dawson is one of the best parts of that movie. Like,
I've not seen this movie.
You've never seen Running Man?
No. I'll check it out tonight after I'm done doing other things.
You've never seen Running Man?
No, I haven't seen Running Man. I heard it's good, though.
I made people 2 months ago when we came over and we were in between bars. We came back here. And we had a couple of drinks. And we watched Running Man, and then we went and crashed a buddy's hot tub.
Nice.
Me, Pete, and Chuggalo Kyle. Kyle listens.
Kyle.
He doesn't get
Kyle?
enough. He brews his own beer too. But
Ouch out.
if you don't get Steve
There's something with some candy hearts.
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey, you got to get him in there.
Oh, God,
Was he in the first one?
No, because Richard Dawson's dead. You know, he would did Let's Play the Feud, and he would awkwardly kiss.
Oh yeah.
He would
that
do
guy was fucking weird.
Match
dude.
Game 77, Match Game 78.
Okay, so he was actually in some things.
Yeah, he was a game show host. So they wanted a game show host for The Running Man.
Oh, okay.
Anyways,
Have you heard the story? So Anna Kendrick's making a movie about the
Woman of the Hour.
Yeah, you've
It's
heard about
really
this movie?
good.
You've seen it?
No, I've seen like the first 15 minutes. It's out though.
Well,
That's based on a true
listened
story.
Yeah, I know. I listened to a podcast about the story itself. This guy was prolific.
The dating
a
game,
prolific killer.
Richard Rodriguez, Richard something. She's up there on my list of the girl next door type. She is just
I could see that.
striking in an approachable way. She's not like Blake.
Yeah,
she's not like Blake Lively. Blake Lively would never even talk to me.
No, she wouldn't talk to you.
Anna Kendrick, I feel like I would have a chance with.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Having a conversation with, at least, though.
Probably
we
not.
could talk about things. We could.
I don't think she wants to have a conversation with anybody.
Okay.
But I agree with you. She has an approachable
that's it.
look to her.
That's it.
But yeah, doubt it. Doubt she's approachable.
You doubt that she's approachable?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's okay.
It's
Once you get to her status,
this is devastating news.
I mean, she was in that singing movie, you know?
Yeah, Pitch Perfect, 1, 2, and 3.
All of them.
Sorry, Stacey.
Yeah. So.
Wow, that's
So that's the appeal. What you're describing is the appeal of.
I can't recover.
What's her face? From Parks and Rec, Aubrey Plaza. So if you ever visit the old Reddits, the
Aubrey Plaza looks like somebody put a plate of cat shit underneath her nose.
So you don't like Aubrey Plaza. So that's
no,
cool. That's interesting.
She's hilarious.
That's interesting. I feel like that she would be on your list.
She does not have something I'm looking for.
Oh, okay. What is it?
Boobs.
Okay. Anna Kendrick doesn't seem to be too gifted.
A little
in that
bit,
area.
you know, like
Amy Smart either.
Kudos on Amy Smart, by the way. That's
Yeah,
a deep.
I remember things.
That's a deep pull.
If you ever go, so Reddit, these Reddit boards are like the what is the fedora of the internet. I think they are fucking obsessed with Aubrey Plaza, and they all think that she just is that character in real life.
Oh,
but she's so not. So get over it, guys.
She does that the tequila commercial or whatever, margarita commercial, triple sec, Contro.
But like I watched her Hot Ones, and you could see who Aubrey Plaza is.
Is that recent?
Hot Ones. I don't know if it's recent or not, but you could kind of see like who she is through that, and she's done like the Showtime show where they go to the island, and then she did the movie with Anna Kendrick, I believe it was, where they dated Efron and the guy from Workaholics. Adam Driver. Something else. And anyway, you could see like, okay.
It's the anniversary of Adam Driver's.
She doesn't want to be tied to that
his
character.
SNL skits where he's like, I want my muffin, Matt.
Oh, yeah, where he was the Star Wars undercover boss.
Yeah.
I
want my muffin, Matt.
Yeah, that was good.
Hey, you know how you always wanted to be a TIE fighter pilot? So good.
Yeah,
he's so
very
deadpan.
good episode. Yeah, I can't believe he was in the Marine Corps. Because I like him, and I hate Marines. No offense to the Marines. It's not like an anti-military thing. I was in the Navy.
I want my muffin, Matt.
He was in Girls, and Girls became an insufferable show after one season. Anyway. Yeah, this beer is... I don't taste any of the things they've described. I could see that there's some
I'm gonna have to go
candy
back to
fruit going on in here somewhere, but it's buried deep under all of the hops. The hops are also subtle, so that's even more of an accomplishment for the candy fruit to be buried under the hops because the hops are subtle. This triple IPA is okay, so I guess I could only really compare this to one thing, and it's not a good comparison. You're gonna be offended by it.
What?
When I first had a 120 minute, I thought the way that my mouth is reacting to this beer is very stout like. Yeah, I know.
Incredible.
There's
what a take.
There's like a darkness about a 120 minute. This triple IPA has some of the similar dark qualities. Not in it's not coffee or cocoa or whatever. It's just got just an underlying darkness to it. I think you could probably age this beer in bourbon barrels and it would do something to it. That would be actually amazing. But I don't taste all those things. The ice cream, the strawberry, the candy hearts. I don't know where all that stuff is. All I taste is triple IPA, milk sugar, and some sort of candy fruit flavor. And in that, maybe that's the candy hearts. I really want you guys to hone in on that candy heart thing or the candy necklace thing. Really, if you could get a triple IPA to come off as candy, you've got something there. I think you really would have something. A 9% candy triple IPA.
I think that's the
that
challenge,
would be
though,
enormous.
because
how do you? Well, make that promise or don't. It's up to you. But I think by filling the ingredients with all of those other things, you've made it impossible to really judge this beer. So the only thing you could do with this beer is you could judge it on its merits, and on its merits, this beer is
This is so filling.
a 3 point. Let me get a sip. I'm vacillating. 2.5.
Yeah.
3.25. I just don't think there's enough here to justify the ingredient list. In some cases, we have a beer and it doesn't deliver the ingredients that we were promised, and we're like, holy shit, this beer is amazing. I don't taste any of the things you said, but it's great. This is the opposite case. It's where I'm like, at least, I don't taste any of the things you promised, and it's just kind of forgettable.
I didn't pick out next week's beer. Part of me now is we're gonna do a 120-minute next week, and I'm just gonna be like, oh, it's gonna taste like.
There's a darkness. I didn't say it tastes like stout. I didn't say it tastes like stout.
There's a darkness.
There's a darkness to that beer that's undeniable.
I would say I can almost do a vertical of 120-minute every year from 2016. I'm missing 1 year though.
Damn.
I forget what year. That'd be fun to do a vertical of that.
I wonder if I have that year. I only have one case, 1 4-pack.
Sit on it forever.
I'm going to.
Well, 10 years.
I'm going to sit on it.
10-ish
I
years.
put it under my office chair so I could sit on it.
That's good because there's a chair between you and it.
That's true. That's true. I don't sit literally on
These
it.
beers are...
Isn't it weird? Weird week. I actually
Well
thought I was going to hit
conceived.
multiple home runs this week, and I hit 0 home
Poorly
runs.
delivered.
Mostly I just hit bloop singles, infield hits, which are in and of themselves quite amazing, but really ho-hum.
Are you ready?
Unforgettable.
A couple people...
Unforgettable.
Sarah from Barrel House, Pat posted, last week was the last Oktober Fest beers. October-ish beers, pumpkin beers. That's going to be the last time they're going to take them.
There's some big pumpkin beers at Arrow.
Are you happy to see the turning of... We didn't get fall. Fall is fine. I'm finally wearing sweats. Like, it finally
really
chilled
fall.
out. We haven't gotten fall.
I won't fall.
Is it early for... I mean, because, again, pumpkin beers come out now the last week in July. Is when they start coming out.
I didn't know that.
But now, this was the last week. So now we're October 7th. Now we're turning the clock and we're going to go to, darker stuff or whatever to catch up because people don't drink as fast as JT does, who goes through an 18 to, last week, 46 different kinds of craft beers. You can follow him at TJ
BCP, Prone Accident, on Untapped.
Untapped. Follow all of that
BCP.
and then the number down below.
I'm going to start that account just to keep it going.
Well, it's already taken because you already have it. So this is
TJBCP.
TJBCP. I'm not ready for it, but I've only bought less than 5, and this is my favorite time of the year. And I'm down.
Less than 5 pumpkin beers.
Oh, less than 5. Even Marzens, Fest beers, everything, everything combined.
Yeah, same.
So
I had the Oktoberfest from. Why am I blanking?
Sam Adams?
No, the Wisconsin.
Oh yeah, New Glarus.
Yeah, New Glarus.
Yeah, so I have a 12-pack of that. We talked
I had
about
that
last week.
Then I've had, I think, 2 different Oktoberfests in bars.
I have a Masthead, which is like a creamy pumpkin ale. It's all right.
And I had a pumpkin. I've had 2 pumpkin ales, both given to me by Preacher. He's big on seasonals. Big seasonals fan. He has pumpkin beers. And the one he had wasn't bad.
Big Steelers fan too, so you can put that together. I'm not doxing
he
him.
is a Steelers fan.
And I challenge him. I will take him 80s rock trivia on anyone. And I'm friends with a lot of people.
You're going to beat him, you say?
No.
You would take his...
He'd be my number
horse.
one.
Yeah, okay.
My boss is big on, like, not Stripper. Is Stripper his favorite band? Striper. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Preacher is so big on 80s rock that he goes to the parody concerts even.
Yep, and he follows those bands. He listens to Slipknot, so he goes to the modern stuff too. Yeah, he knows about them.
Sometimes we'll start playing some songs just for fun, and he knows. We played Chop Suey the other day just for fun. We didn't play it
Can he play it?
Yeah, he can play it.
Wow. It's got some really technical parts to it.
He's really good at guitar.
That's his passion.
Slipknot. We don't play that.
No. But him and I talked about the Grey album, and we gave our album reviews at work. So when that came out,
yeah, he's very knowledgeble.
80s
rock for sure.
Oh yeah.
He knows. He went to Mac Sabbath, I believe is what they're called.
Yeah.
Which is the McDonald's characters playing Black Sabbath songs. but they're all the words are different. They're
Grimace
like
would
McDonald's.
Grimace would be so tough.
Grimace is there.
I know, but like he's such
And
a...
the Fry Guy and the Burglar and Ronald McDonald is Ozzy Osbourne. It's amazing. You should look it up on YouTube.
Mac Sabbath.
Yeah, Mac Sabbath. It's
That's
all
hilarious.
McDonald's theme stuff. All the songs are even, the names are even changed, or the words are changed to like McDonald's theme stuff.
I'm trying. I've got a little left. I can do this.
Don't do it. Yeah, he's great.
Mondays after drill are always like I'm out cold by 6:30. So
Yeah, I feel like I want to be out cold by 6:30. But I'm coaching tonight. We won't even be home until 8.
that's too late.
If not later, because here,
I got home early last night. I got home right before 8:30.
Some kids don't even get rides to the park, and then they ask me for a ride home.
How far is the walk?
What the fuck?
I never.
Now I know that we're like close to Dayton, and there's a lot of people in Dayton who like work second shift, third shift, whatever. One of my players walked from, let's say, downtown Dayton,
Yeah.
like
okay.
deep downtown. We're talking
Like Jefferson.
5th Street
Yeah. Oh wow. Like St. Anne's Hill.
to Patterson Park, UD. Walked. Well, got there in the 5th inning.
Where's his bike?
I don't know. It doesn't have one. It lives in a high-rise apartment.
Oh,
I mean,
so he
we're
lives
talking
in that
like
complex.
downtown.
Okay, yeah.
And he walked, and then I drove him home. And it's no big deal. I'll drive anybody home. Anyone who needs a ride, I'll drive them home.
True story. We've done this before.
The fun for baseball. If you can make it to baseball, then I'll get you a ride home.
Tell you what,
But, wow. That's quite the walk.
this is incredible. If you need a ride home on the 8th of November during the Advent calendar, wait about till 12:30. Tell JT that you need a ride home.
Yeah, tell me. And then I'll say, not this year.
Because you'll give anyone a ride home. You heard it here first.
I will give you a ride
I'm
home,
gonna buy
but it won't be right away.
I'm gonna buy 3 Alaskan beers. Like right, I'll be like, oh, JT's out of here. Like as soon before it, I'm gonna have it poured out for everyone. Stev won't do it. Stev, we'll find somebody.
Anchorage.
We'll find somebody. I looked at their Anchorage stock. They'll get some new ones. There's
a good Anchorage stock at
there's some tasty treats.
Arrow. If you guys are looking for Anchorage, if you guys are looking to spend about $400 or $500 on beer. Now at the same time they have Booker's still, like 8 bottles left, and they have Heaven Hill, which is the single best bourbon I've had so far, like actually tasted, and they have those in stock at Arrow. So if you're gonna spend $100 on a beer, I would just spend it on bourbon.
Do you want to do? We're out of content. We could hit.
We're out of content.
No, but hi, I'm Kia with US Speaks. We are asking Ohio residents, can you answer a quick poll?
Let's do it.
Yes or no? Let's do it.
We're going to answer a poll.
Real live. Okay.
If this gets political, I'm sorry for the outcome.
Okay.
What happens?
I'm going to hit 1, yes. Let's see if it's quick. It's got to be quicker.
You got to be quick, Kia.
Kia.
Kia Ford.
Obviously,
her last name is Ford.
Obviously, you're a robot.
Kia Ford.
I think we're going to go with that New York pizza place, though. I forget the name. It's like 2 dudes' names.
2 dudes' names? Oh, Ted Bundy.
No, no dude's name is Bundy.
Jim James. James's place.
Back home, we've got a place called Jim Bob's. Thanks for.
Oh, Jim Bob? That's 2 names.
Oh, it's a confidential survey. Oh, most people 5 minutes or less.
Let's do it. 5 minutes or less.
Okay,
That's the perfect amount of time for this podcast.
Click to continue.
Here we go.
Okay.
Kia Ford.
There will be an election for presidents, Congress, and other presidents. Ooh, multiple. I'm going to definitely vote.
That's the question. Are you going to vote?
Yeah. If the November election. Oh yeah, I'll ask the BCP. We'll go with you. Answer as a BCP.
All right.
If the November election for president were held today, whom would you vote for? Republican Donald Trump, Democrat Kamala Harris, another candidate, or undecided?
Ooh, if I'm
fun
the
do we wanna make
BCP,
this?
I'm probably voting for...
You're answering for the BCP, okay.
I'm answering for the BCP. I'm probably voting for Robert Kennedy.
Okay, so we're going to do another candidate. Okay. If the election were held today and the only candidates were the Democrat and the Republican, whom would you vote for?
If it was only the Democrat and Republican?
No, but you get the Republican, Democrat, completely undecided, would not vote.
but I want to represent the BCP Nation, which I feel is like probably divided down the line, but also very friendly with each other and totally not offended by other people's things.
So should we go?
Let's go with undecided.
Completely undecided. I love where this is going. Have you seen any advertisements in the past few weeks about any of the following, either negative or positive? Mostly about the Democrat, mostly about the Republican, about both the Democrat or Republican. I haven't seen any ads or don't know, not sure.
I do want to.
Let's have fun.
The answers I haven't, but I have heard 457,000 fucking ads about Sherrod Brown and Bernie Moreno.
Okay.
I don't even know which one's Republican and Democrat, to be honest with you. By now, they're both fucking scumbags. I'm just gonna say, based on the commercials I've heard.
I haven't seen any ads.
Apparently, they're both horrible, evil people, and
I don't.
They have no business being in politics.
This is way long now. If you've seen any,
no, it's great.
Have you seen any advertisements from Democrats in the past few weeks? Crime, education, threats to democracy.
Yeah.
Republicans' character, immigration, abortion, the economy.
I've seen some Democrat ads. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
I've seen some ones that were like, "I'm Kamala Harris. I approve this message." Kamala Harris. I approve.
Okay.
Say it right. I want to say it right.
All right. Have you seen any of the same things from the Republicans?
Yeah.
Okay. We're just
actually, I don't know if I've seen any Republican ads for president, at least.
Here are some names of people. This is good. This is a terrible pod right now.
This is a great pod.
Please rate your opinion of the Democratic candidate. Very favorable, somewhat unfavorable.
Who's the best brewery in Dayton, Ohio? That's the new president of Dayton. Yeah, you're right. This isn't really relevant to the listener.
I'm just gonna say never heard.
Multiple people are not from this state. Most people aren't from this state.
Okay,
but if you want to know Bernie Moreno and Sherrod Brown, I don't know anything about them.
Too much. We're not a swing state. Wisconsin's a swing state.
We used to be a swing state, but who Ohio picks typically is who wins. But that doesn't mean that we decide the election.
Yeah, this time, what they call it, because everyone's pinging on Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and what's the?
I'm not. Yeah, I mean,
Nevada, I think.
Arizona maybe.
Arizona.
I'm not sure. Yeah, Wisconsin's definitely important. I'm not sure how in play they are right now. Right now, I've heard that North Carolina has edged their way in because of all of the people who might not be able to vote.
Oh, wow.
Because of the hurricane. It actually is pretty essential to, at least the Republicans, I guess, if they don't win, because it's only tens of thousands of votes.
Yeah. That
decides that state. And if people can't vote, they can't vote. Anyway, Wisconsin's pretty vital. Pennsylvania is obviously, that's where...
I want to say one thing, bring it back to what people listen...
They listen to this for
beer related.
Which states are swing states?
The Brewers. The Brewers.
The Brewers, yes, the Brewers.
They're Brewers. Let's talk about the Brewers all around. Truly unfortunate.
It's okay.
I'm glad I was in a state that I couldn't gamble legally because I put a lot of money on Game 2. I put the Brewers win 7.5 was and they won 5-3.
Wow.
And I won $85 on that bet, so I was super excited.
That's awesome.
And then Pete Alonso did Pete Alonso things against arguably one of the best closers in baseball. So, Yeah.
Here's the thing about the Brewers, which you can feel confident about. And you don't need me.
We weren't supposed to be there.
You don't need me to support you. Yeah, exactly.
We weren't supposed to be there. Switched my lanyard today.
I know Mets fans. Great people, great friends. And... they asked, I guess what my thoughts were. And it's just basically the Brewers are out of people. It just by Game 2. So it's amazing that they made it to Game 3. And it's good for them to make it that far. They weren't supposed to be there. Be happy that they were. And that's it. It's okay. Every team except 2 are going to lose and not make it to the World Series. So
we weren't supposed to be there, so I take solace in that. The reason I'm sad is for Euchre. That's the only reason I'm sad. Yeah, Euchre,
sure.
We're a young team.
You want to win the World Series with Euchre.
I want to get there and have him call it. And he said He did an interview and he goes, "If we make it," he goes, "I'm working all 7." He goes,
Yeah.
I can do it.
I know
And
it's
he's so
a conflict
spry.
of interest, but as a Cubs fan, I understand.
Yeah.
You have your broadcaster, and you just want them to get there.
Yep.
And we never really got there with our broadcasters. They had Lancaster, but I'm gonna say fuck him. He sucks.
Yeah.
He's a great broadcaster, but he's a piece of shit, like as a person.
The one last question I have, baseball related, is what do you think about the actions of the Dodgers against like Jerks and Profar, like
What'd they do?
and throwing stuff on the field? Like
I didn't see that.
they
that?
delayed
Last
the
night?
game. They delayed the game. Was it last night? Was it Sunday night? I believe. Yeah, I believe. Like
Well, the Padres won, so in the end, justice was served.
yeah, it's
Here's the thing about Dodgers fans that everyone
they
needs to know.
they look like shit though. Like they
Yeah.
looked like even
Well,
outsiders were like,
Watch
this
any
is
Dodger
terrible.
game from the third inning or before, and you'll realize that Dodger fans are shitty baseball fans.
Yeah.
If you're not there for first pitch, then you don't really care about the team. You're only there because you think that something memorable is going to happen that you can associate then to your life and tell us a very selfish personal story about how you were there. Dodger fans are, by and large, the shittiest fans in baseball. Not because they're horrible people. I think that is reserved for other teams. They're just not good baseball fans.
Yeah.
And the fact that they get what they get with Mookie Betts and Shohei Ohtani is it's just such a crime and a tragedy to the baseball community. A team that loves baseball more, a city, and I won't even include the Cubs or the Brewers in this conversation just to be unbiased.
St. Louis.
Fuck St. Louis.
Yeah,
But yes.
They love baseball.
A city that loves their baseball team, like St. Louis, Chicago, Milwaukee, Philly, and even New York. I fucking hate the Yankees, but even they love their team. But the Dodgers, fuck the Dodgers. They shouldn't have
No
any
one's
of those
from there.
superstars. They should basically be the worst team every year. I just don't get it. And to have had one of the greatest broadcasters of all time, you YouTube his stories and they're amazing. I just don't get it. Fuck the Dodgers.
Yeah, I mean,
They broke the color barrier for God's sakes.
yeah.
Not in California, but they did.
Brooklyn,
It's
yeah.
the Dodgers. I don't know. Just fuck them. San Diego's similar though, so I don't really see the disparity there. Like the Dodger fans and the Padres fans, what's the difference?
The Tigers have been a great story.
Tigers,
Baltimore,
great...
that was the easiest one to pick because they're super young and just don't have that moxie to be there. But
oh, really? You didn't think they were going to do it?
no.
I picked the Phillies.
Yeah.
I still think the Phillies are going to do it.
And Francona to the Reds.
Yeah.
They're going to be exciting to watch. Again, he's
I don't like that everyone's like,
hilarious.
oh, this is it.
No,
like,
it's
come on,
not
guys.
it.
It's
He's
not
just
it. He was in
hilarious.
Cleveland for all those years. They made it to the World Series, but just be careful.
Yeah.
Be careful, especially with these old guys. I mean, you had the
like
the guy,
Bochy's a steady hand. It's not like Dusty
Bochy's
Baker's.
good. What's the guy that was in St. Louis for all those years?
LaRussa.
LaRussa went to the White Sox, and what did he do? He fucked it all away
Well,
because he couldn't adjust to the new game.
He watched 3 or 4 episodes of the Brew Crew podcast before he started coaching. But
Yeah, he did. But his real problem was that he didn't like the new game.
yeah,
That was his big problem.
it passed him by. But like Bochy and stuff like that, they adapt.
They do
to
adapt.
small ball and stuff. So
Yeah, Bochy, man. He's Kansas City right now. He Kansas?
Bochy,
Yeah, Bochy.
the Rangers.
Rangers. He's the Rangers coach, huh?
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. All right.
They just had a bunch of injuries.
It's all right. They had the highest their AAA team, just to
Round
find
Rock.
out something fun.
Round Rock.
Their AAA team had a higher salary than 13 MLB teams, I believe, at one point this season.
line.
Yeah.
I went. That's it. I like stats.
It's a cool stat. They had multiple pitchers and multiple top of the lineup hitters all in AAA at the same time.
Wow.
Yeah. Or maybe that was Houston. I gotta figure it out.
A Texas team.
Yeah, a Texas team had the highest AAA payroll ever, and higher than multiple, like 13 MLB teams.
One of them probably being the Brewers.
Probably. And the A's. The A's final game was amazing, by the way.
Right.
Really, really good. Anyway. Baseball is the best. Football drools. I just don't... There's just no drama in football this year.
No, it's a lot of... No one's running away
Football's
with it. The Vikings aren't as good as their schedule.
Football's become very transient. I don't think there's any superstars. There's no superstars in football anymore. Patrick Mahomes, maybe.
I think that's
but
the way
even
football
he's
I think that's the way football wants it to be.
Yeah, well, it's not a good idea because I think people pay attention more when there's superstars.
Yeah.
Having it just be like, I don't know. Anyway,
they're selling the shield.
I'm not a good person.
Selling the shield and not the players.
Sell the shield. Fine. I don't give a shit. I don't fucking care. Football, dumb.
And that's
Can't even
the
watch a
bottom
game.
line.
And the same thing with the playoffs. Baseball playoffs. Can't watch a game. It's all on cable. God, the fuck, man. I don't have cable.
Pirate.
What do you think this is? 1980?
Sail the open seas.
Jeez Louise. That's
If
it.
you need help, let me know.
I need help. Bye.